Sorry folks, I ran out of card space. I'm just using one of these little Canon Short Shot 1100s regular camera, and it's been doing pretty good. It's just told me the video card was filled, so you missed a little bit, unfortunately. What I did is I used, after I smoothed it out, inside and out with the blowtorch. Like I said, this stuff is still, you can still leave a fingerprint in it, so it's a soft leather hard. Took the dowel and went around and marked 4 even spots. Pushed each side in, and then once I had each side pushed in, I made sure they were all even, and then just went around with the dowel and pushed and pulled, pushed, pulled, pushed, pulled, push, pull, and it leaves a spiral effect to the pot. And what you want to make sure is, they said I've tried to do it in threes, which actually works, but the downside is you're always off center with your spout and your handle. So I ended up doing it with 4. Got that done, sponged it all off. The only thing I have to do now is to reline up the top. When you're doing that, it does throw it off a little bit. Try to keep an eye on that camera, make sure it's running. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this again with the torch. And I want to stiffen this up pretty good. Now there's still that water down inside, because it is a plastic bat. If you hit it with a torch, it will melt. Now this stage I'm trying to do is to get it leather hard, so I can actually lift it off the bat and put it on the flat disc. Use a torch quite a bit, especially making coffee cups. I can put a handle on them while they're on the wheel before I even take them off the wheel. You just have to be careful. There's a limit to how much it'll take. You don't want to see the white start showing. If you see the white start showing, you went a little too far, and then you're going to end up with some cracking. Okay, so I'm going to take, we'll do that afterwards. Let's see. I want to measure my widest point, which is about there. Pop this bat off. And we'll put our bottom back. As you can see, we got plenty of room here. Now what this helps me do is to line up when we put the teapot back on here. We know we don't want to go beyond that line. I want to try to keep it as centered as possible, just in case I do have to adjust the top piece. Take this and put it, make sure it's at a little bit of an angle. I should have cut this before. take a sponge. Just want to hit that area just to weten the clay a little bit. See if this thing's going to cooperate. Shoot. I think I may have to hit it with a torch again. Not quite dry enough, so I'll have to hit it a little more with the torch. Try this again. Just line it up the outside to that line as close as we possibly can. Now I'm going to try to center it. Wow, that's perfect right there. Now, I'll take my cutting tool and go around just a little bigger than what the bottom of the pot is. Because what I do is I add a small, extrude a little piece just to dress up the bottom of the pot. Fiddly knife. Now don't worry about going too far because it's not going to lift it up. All we're going to do is to get this off. And we'll take our little rib. Now I'll just let this dry by itself to the final stage, and then what happens is because of the plaster bat, it'll just pop right off nice and clean.